trying to get rid of. Um, and I started using this new editor called Climp. Is it Clip Chimp by none other than Microsoft, and it's not going well. But I mean, you got to learn. You've got to learn new things, right? So that's what's gonna. That is what's keeping me awake at night right now. It's Friday. I'm fooling around with my with all that I have to do. Oh, maybe that's why. Okay, so let me go back here and see this. Go here, go here. And see if that works. Did you guys hear that Adventures with Purpose is going to be coming down to California to look to see if this girl didn't fall into a ditch somewhere? Um, the Truckee girl, right? I mean, it's hard not to realize that she went missing with the car. And that car, I mean, that's a big, you know, it's a big car to lose. How do you lose a car, right? So, I mean, people have got to be wondering whether or not she's got some kind of. I mean, whether or not she's got some kind of a bad omen where she wound up in a ditch, right? You guys hear me? So I'm not gonna do a live right now because I'm trying to figure out what this thing is all about. My lamp here, but I do know that that girl from Truckee, um, I think her name's Kylie Randy. So I just hope that somebody figures out what's going on with her because yeah, it doesn't look good for her, you know? I feel like the fact that Adventures with Purpose is coming in to figure it out tells us a lot that this girl is probably, her car probably veered off the road at some point and she's down in the water and they can't see her because they haven't found her. So that's going to be really hard. So let's see. Kylie Randy. How's it coming up? So Erica Jane is back in the what? Oh my god! Oh, this is good. It says prominent retired justice returns gifts from disgraced lawyer Tom Girardi, her ex-boyfriend. Ooh. A retired California appellate justice who carried on a 4-year affair with Tom Girardi has returned numerous gifts from the now disgraced lawyer to a bankruptcy trustee. Trisha A. Bigelow, who stepped down last year as presiding justice of an appellate court division in Los Angeles, handed over the gifts this week over the Times after the Times asked for an explanation of checks Girardi wrote to her in 2017, including one for $5,000 from his law firm's bank account. This is what they do. An attorney for Bigelow said that her romance with Girardi had concluded by then and that she could find no record of having cashed that check or one for $10,000 from an account Girardi shared with his ex-wife, Erica, star of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But the inquiry apparently prompted Bigelow to turn over the gifts to the trustee overseeing the defunct law firm, Girardi Keys. Justice Bigelow does not want anything even potentially connected with monies Girardi took from his client victims, her attorney Alan Jackson told the Times in an interview Thursday. I wonder if Alan Jackson's a singer. Just kidding. Hundreds of former Girardi clients say the legendary lawyer stole tons of millions of dollars from their settlements and are hoping to recoup their money through bankruptcy proceedings. Bigelow's attorney refused to identify the total value of the gifts returned or describe them. He said that during the affair that began in 2012 and ended in September of 2016, the justice believed Girardi was a successful attorney and had no reason to suspect there was any possibility the gifts derived from misappropriated client funds, and she's horrified and appalled that she was the unknown recipient of tainted gifts. Wow. The attorney added she disgorged all gifts she's aware of over the last 2 days. So, did she return the Botox? Did she return the Botox and all the other stuff that she had done? All the other work she had done? The court-appointed trustee who he said received the gifts, Alyssa Miller, has worked for more than a year and a half to marshal whatever assets remain in an attempt to eventually compensate the former clients and other creditors. Miller declined to comment. Girardi, 83, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease last year and is in a court-ordered conservatorship in which a younger brother controls his affairs. Thus far, scrutiny has focused on his estranged wife, Erica Girardi, 51, who filed for divorce in late 2020 after 2 decades of marriage. I used to work with her. Yeah, her free spending was a through line of her recording career and her appearances on Housewives. At the trustee's request, the judge this summer ordered that a pair of $750,000 diamond earrings the reality star received as a gift from her husband be sold, with the proceeds going to pay cheated clients. An attorney for Girardi, Erica Girardi, said the return of the gifts by Bigelow and the terms on which they were accepted should be laid out in a public court filing. I would like to see a public accounting of what Justice Bigelow says she received and what she has returned to the trustee, Evan Borges said. The trustee has signaled that she plans to go after others who got money or other valuables from Girardi. An attorney for Miller wrote last month that during a comprehensive review of Girardi's financial records, the trustee has identified numerous transfers of interests in property of the estate to third parties and wanted court permission to hire more lawyers to track down and possibly seize those assets. Wow. Robert K. Rasmussen, a bankruptcy expert and professor at USC's Gould School of Law, said the law allows a trustee to go after gifts distributed by a debtor in the 4 years before they entered bankruptcy. The thought is you really shouldn't be giving away money when it is coming out of the hide of the people to whom you owe money, Rasmussen said. When you are insolvent, every dollar you give away is $1 less for you to give your creditors. The relationship between Bigelow, 62, and Girardi was revealed by his wife shortly after the 2020 collapse of his firm. Erica Girardi posted on Instagram a collage of screenshots of text messages from the justice on Tom Girardi's flip phone. Yeah, we saw that. That was when she was like trying to deflect. So he was paying for her Saks bill and paying for her plastic surgery, Erica captioned the images, which appeared to have been sent in 2016. Some messages show Bigelow asking Girardi to send a check to a cosmetic surgeon in West Hollywood, and she included the doctor's address. Please remember, she texted Girardi. So if Justice Bigelow was texting Girardi to please remember, it's pretty clear that she knew that he had memory problems, right? I mean, that's pretty clear. Erica Girardi later deleted the post, but supporters deluged Bigelow's cell phone with threats. Asked whether the recently returned gifts included the cost of cosmetic surgery, her attorney Jackson said, Medical procedures are personal and private issues, and it would be inappropriate to comment on anything related to a medical procedure. So, did she or didn't she have cosmetic surgeries? Bigelow has said she accused herself from handling any cases involving Girardi or his firm after the affair began. Judges in California are required to make an annual disclosure of gifts they receive, but there is an exception for gifts received in a dating relationship. I wonder if Girardi didn't plan that in effect because he knew what he was getting into, and he needed to, um, you know, deflect from the reality. Decided, if I date this woman, then I can give her cash. Wow. I mean, once you say it out loud, then it becomes like, right? A beast. So her attorney said she has a long record of always being a staunch advocate of victims of crime, and she's focused on doing her part to make sure that at least in this case, those victims are made whole. So, I mean, we knew this was going on, right? But now we have proof. So there it is. Erica Girardi, her ex-husband, and Justice Bigelow. What a crapshoot. Okay, so I haven't watched the new episode of uh The Real Housewives, but I mean it's been a really, really, really. I seen this girl at this. So that's Lisa Vanderpump, and I used to work with her too. I seen that Lisa Vanderpump one day when I went to this very expensive Beverly Hills plastic surgeon to fix my little nick that I have right here. The guy wanted to do a laser of like 2 to 3 millimeters. He wanted $3,000, and it cost 3,000 for the little neck, or 5,000 for your whole head. And they literally like peel the whole top layer off, and your skin is like a baby's. Um, which is obviously where Lisa Vanderpump goes. And at the day that I went there, she was in there, and she came in after I did, so I was already at the desk. And then when I turned around, she was kind of like hovering around in the lobby. And I remember thinking when I looked at her to myself, wow, I can't afford this place, because she was like, y'all know Lisa Vanderpump. So I couldn't afford that place, you know. And the funniest thing is, I was just like just today, I looked over 20 years of pictures of just, all kinds of different getaways and outings that I've like, you know, had with my husband. And I was in disbelief at how much of a, there's a word for it in Spanish, but it escapes me. But it means that you're frumpy. So I just realized that I'm frumpy. That's a cute hair color. I might try that. Um, so yeah, I'm a little bit frumpy, but thank God I've got like, I mean, thank God I've got friends in high places. All right, guys, it's Friday. We're fooling around with lives and recordings. So I will catch you in a little bit. I'm going to catch up on some Westworld, feed my dogs, albeit a little late, but it's Friday, and get to the rest of my weekend. So like and subscribe.